Hello and welcome to Gabriel's 3D Printing. Today we'll be looking at B21 RJ the Alpaca from BTS, uploaded by Sharealike. So first things first, we always go to the designer notes, see if they have any specifications, and they do recommend supports. And that's basically it, so keeping it nice and simple for us. So next we click on download all files, and once we do, we're going to get a folder similar to this. We'll have a STL called RJ, so all we have to do now is click and hold, drag it into our slicer program of choice, and give it a few seconds to render in. Once the model finishes loading in, you can hold right click and move your mouse around and take a look around the model, and we do see quite a bit of red, so we will need some supports for this model. And if you take a look down here, you see a very thin section which will need supporting, and with regular supports that might be a little bit tricky to remove. So for this model, we're going to be using tree supports rather than the regular supports. So first things first, we're going to select the layer height and clear all our previous settings. So click here and then click on whatever layer height you want. I want a standard quality, so I can do 0.2 millimeters. If you want, you can go finer. Whenever this pops up, click on discard, so you erase all previous settings you've had. And like I said, we will need some supports. So we're not going to be using the regular ones though. We're going to be using tree supports. So you're going to go down here under experimental and click on tree supports. Now if you don't have that setting, simply click on this gear icon and then scroll down, or actually go to this filter right here and type in tree support and make sure that's checked. And once it is checked, you're going to see this right here. You're going to click on enable, and you're going to be given a few settings. Now the only things we have to change are going to be the tree support branch angle, which we're going to up from 40 all the way to 60, and our tree support branch distance, that's going to go from 1 millimeter up to 5 millimeters. Now bed adhesion, if you take a look at the bottom of the model, we see there's sufficient flat area in contact with the bed plate, so we don't need any bed adhesion for that. And other than that, everything looks pretty good. So hit on slice and give it a few seconds to load up. Once it's finished slicing, you should be given a time estimate of 6 hours and 3 minutes, as well as a filament estimated usage of 49 grams. Now this time estimate will vary on the quality that you used and the printer you are using. So don't be scared if it's a little higher or lower than what I have. It's always good practice to preview the print, so click on preview and take a look around the model, see if anything is funky or weird. Now these are tree supports, so they are meant to look like basically tree branches sticking out around the model, so this is perfectly fine. This is how they're supposed to be looking like. A little bit of supports in here in the ears, that's nothing to be afraid of. But other than that, model looks pretty good, so send this file over to the printer, let it print, and you're set to go. Here's the model with the supports still attached. Supports aren't too difficult to remove, which is the great thing about tree supports, so you should have a breeze taking these off. Here's the model with the supports removed. The model stands roughly 11 centimeters tall and has no defects. The only complaint is the bottom side of the model, which has some rough finishes. But that is completely normal for FDM printing and can be alleviated with some sandpaper. Other than that, the model looks very good overall and proved to be an easy print.